What's up, everybody? Welcome to Characters Welcome, coming at you here on Wednesday night or Thursday morning for some of us. I'm Justin Tyler.
I'm Woody Foo.
Woody Foo sitting in. He's blended his background with our Characters Welcome blue like a real profesh.
It's so that my face can pop for camera, Justin. It's what actors do.
It's genius. That's why you're gonna book off this, and I'm a sucker. Here I am. I'm in a hotel room in London as promised. It's so late here, but I'm going strong. I feel like I'm doing some sort of
late there. Is it like 2 a.m. or something over there?
It's 1 a.m. I'm counting it down to 2 a.m. Here in London town, in Kensington.
Are you living large because the British pound is doing so shitty against the US dollar right now?
I'm living a little. The Queen died, and I came over to just try to scoop up some crown jewels as much as I can. Got in that casket area to poke around, and now I'm spending these cheap pounds.
I love it. It's the right time to be an American in London right now, and you are.
Everyone's so excited to have me here. I'm here for a job, and we were in a bar during the Queen's funeral, and we were like trying to figure out some things for the shoot. And someone shushed one of our camera ops, and then later came over crying, and I was like, "I'm so sorry, I shushed you. I work with Americans. I know they're louder than normal people." And we were like, truth, but the crying of just from watching the death of the monarch.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. I one time was in Thailand, and before a movie played, they played this like very patriotic sizzle reel for Thailand. And there's like a direct to audience address a la Tom Cruise, like thanking you for watching Top Gun, except it's the president of like of Thailand, and everyone in the theater stood up in response to this recording of their president being like, "Thank you for watching a movie and being in Thailand," basically. And I was like, in America, we would like throw garbage at the screen.
That's what I've been trying to figure out is like, who would have to die in America for people to like just stop for a minute and go and change the way they're doing their day?
Like truly, like Tom Hanks, like Meryl Streep, like they would be actors. It would not be like political figures.
You think Tom Hanks, after his portrayal in Elvis? I don't know if people still have that kind of truck for Hanks.
Yeah, no, he's like he can truly do whatever the fuck he wants now. You know what I mean? Like, he cannot be brought down or canceled posthumously, I don't think, unless there's like some truly horrendous shit he's done, which I seriously doubt. Like,
no, that accent.
I mean, it's absurd. I watched the trailer and I was like, what is he doing? Like,
that movie's a hit. It's a bona fide hit, Elvis. And he's on there doing Foghorn Leghorn from the old Looney Tunes.
I watched the first 5 seconds and had to stop because it was a cartoon. He was like, "Yeah, okay, we have to make sure Elvis gets on the stage," and he's got like the big jowl suit on. It's fucking absurd.
Wild. And that's just some of the character work we're celebrating here on Characters Welcome. Take big swings, be like Tom Hanks. This is the best damn character show on the planet, and we are truly operating internationally right now. We're going to see some characters that these folks have written and are going to perform here from the various parts of Brooklyn that they are living in, even though we are in a digital world. What do you say? What do you want to dive in?
Yes, let's freaking dive in right now to our very first guest.
I'm very excited for this guest because I have an intimate relationship with this very same item. Please welcome out to the rectangles an iPhone 13. Yeah.
Hey everyone, iPhone 13 here. Today I'm going to review the Google Pixel 6 Android phone. I just want to address some concerns brought up during my previous video where people accused me of being biased towards Androids because I'm an iPhone. No. We're going to have a very unbiased review today. Okay, so let's get started. So here I have the packaging. It's pretty on par with Apple's, though. I mean, it looks like the phone they sent me is bird poop colored. I mean, but no. Let's see what's inside. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, it's pretty thin. I mean, not as thin as me, and the glass is nice. The bezels are about 0.2 millimeters thicker than my own. The edges could be rounder. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so sharp. Oh, but you know, not everyone could be as graceful as me. No, this is unbiased. Unbiased review. Let's move on to the camera. Okay, that's what people get phones for anyway. Jesus, Mary, and Steve Jobs. What is that black bar supposed to be the camera? It's just sticking out. Like, I have 3 cameras and they are in line with my body, and it's no. Unbiased. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to use this Google Pixel 6 itself so I can look up its own specs, right? So that 2 birds with 1 stone. So for comparison, I have 3 12-megapixel cameras. Altogether, that's 36 megapixels. That's how it works. And this phone has 50 megapixels. This bird poop phone has 50 goddamn megapixels. I mean, I just blur the background to make it look like I take good photos. But okay, at least I'm pretty. Okay, like let's move on to the processor. Okay, Daddy Apple gave me a custom chip, 6-core processor, 6 cores in my skinny little body. Let's see how many this has. Octo-core, what's that? Like octagon? Like 8? Like, okay, like I'm not very smart. Okay, like I don't know what this means. It has 8 RAMs. I don't even know how many RAMs I have. Daddy won't tell me. He keeps it so vague. Look at me. I have 8 cores and 8 RAMs, and I take pictures good. Well, you're a whore, okay? You spread your Android OS to Samsung, HTC, Nokia, and every goddamn phone. I keep it classy. I keep it within the Apple family, just like how Daddy wants. No! This is an unbiased review. Okay. The charging port is USB Type-C, which is faster than the Lightning cable. Why am I even on the market? Like, Daddy iPads and MacBooks Type-C USB. Like, why don't I get one? And this is really easy to use. Like, it highlights text so well. Like, I still can't highlight text after 13 years. Oh my God. No. Keep it together, 13. You have something that the Pixel will never have. iMessage. That's right. You don't have iMessage. Daddy won't let you have iMessage, but you should still have it. Who am I kidding? The only reason people get iPhones is for iMessage. And I don't let you have it. I turn your bubble a hideous green color so kids get bullied in schools. So they have their parents for an iPhone, and then they're stuck with iPhones and stuck in Apple's digital ecosystem forever and can never switch back to Androids. No! This is an unbiased review of the Pixel 6. Damn it! I'm overheating. My battery's at like 2%. Hey Siri, am I useless?
Wow.
Yay.
Sorry, with a sort of an emotional roller coaster here
Yeah.
for us. A passion play for our modern age.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I was really dealing with, insecurity and feeling inferior to superior phones.
When you said "Hey Siri," literally, I think my computer did the sound like yes. Someone wants to know something.
Yeah. Oh no, that was the tech. I hope.
Oh, okay. No, can you hear that? There's something happening. I think that's my computer. Anyways, I'm gonna stop saying those two words in that order now.
Yeah, I have a couple
no,
Apple
that's
devices.
text. That's Jorge doing messing with us.
Oh, you can't tell with that poker face.
He's a little stinker. He's a little stinker.
A little stinker.
I would like to point out that I specifically get the SE because I like having the button because I'm an old man and I never adapted to the like no home button version. Yeah. And so now weirdly this is just a hill that I'm going to die on, I think.
Wow, that is some old person behavior right there. Like aggressively so. Yeah. You're very close to being a person that only types on the typewriter.
Yeah. Farshad, do you use the 13? Like, do you have the most recent one?
No, I have a Pixel 3, which is why I put a piece of tape on it. Because I didn't want to write about an old piece of technology. So. Yeah. But this is a 3 because I am an old man because it still has the fingerprint sensor on the back, which I like, and the new ones don't, and that's the hill I die on.
So you've been Google all this time, all your life.
Yeah. Wow. I think iPhones are just for aesthetic and inferior.
Wow. Here I am. This 13 was listening to that entire character. And now it's overheated. It's like hot, legit hot. Yeah, it's beeping. Siri, get out of my life. Jorge's going to do this. He's going to ruin our lives from now on. This is an ongoing problem. You've given him too much power, Farshad, with this cue.
I did. And they're 3 separate beeps. I didn't know that.
Yeah. This is how we learn. What have you been up to, Farshad? What's new? What's happening?
Straight out of Jersey, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not in Brooklyn. Okay, I'm not as cool as like these Brooklyn kids, but I'm on a sketch team with Boogie Manja, and we just had a show last week that did really well. I'm very happy with it, and that's pretty much it. And just like auditioning and not getting anything.
I mean, aren't we all? Shouts to that, confetti to that. Those are all the lost casting notices that we'll never see again.
It's just throwing empty bottles into the ocean. That's what auditioning is.
Pretty much, yeah. But one day someone will find a bottle, I feel.
That's true.
And they won't know who it is because it's empty, but
exactly.
I feel like people might not know what Boogie Manja means. Can you explain what that is and sort of where it came from and where you perform?
Yeah, so Boogie Manja is a sketch collective consisting of multiple sketch teams. I think it started about 9 years ago because it was very difficult to get. It still is to get on a house team at a theater. So these group of people like created this thing. So now it's become like kind of a mainstay sketch show at the Pit, the People's Improv Theater, located in Chelsea, Manhattan, New York, Kings County.
Good. All the details.
All the details. And yeah, we do 2. So right now it's still hybrid, but I think next year it'll be fully live again. I'm on a live team. Twice a month it's live shows. Twice a month it's digital shows on Twitch. And my team is Big Apartment, and I've confirmed last week we are objectively the best one.
Wow. How did you confirmed it by watching from inside your show at how great it was?
That, and also our sister team was we have a team that we're normally paired with, but we were paired with a different team, and I asked them about their team that they're normally paired with, and I was just like, we're the best ones.
Wow.
These are bold claims that I have made in front of other people.
That's great. So.
Yeah.
Boogie Manja is one of those things that I feel like has been just feeding great character comedy and sketch comedy into New York for a long time, and has been a great proving ground for people. And I just feel like I wish more people knew about it. It's such a good part. It's been around for so long. It's so hard to do a show for 9 years.
Yeah, it really is. And I've so many funny people on it. And also I'm going to be in another show October 30th at the Pit with it's like the SNL Pit Scholarship recipient show.
I
don't know. I just wanted to throw SNL in there and be like, oh,
Yeah,
does that get people?
Yes, totally. That's a bona fide for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we've rolled the plugs into our interview portion. So Farshad, thanks for joining us. We got there's Ashley Everhart in the comments. You're my whole world. All caps.
Ashley is the best sketch scene partner. We're Kate and
She used up her exclamation point quota. She's only allowed 15 a day, and she used all of them right here in these lines she's dropping. See, she ran out. That's how she doesn't have anything.
Otherwise, she's going to start dipping into next month's exclamation point.
And when you're an exclamation point debt, like Biden's not going to forgive that. He'll forgive some student debt, but like punctuation debt, that's ours to bear.
Yeah. And the punishment is very severe from what I've heard.
Yeah, 100%. You have to be emotionless anytime you talk.
Yeah. You have to, if you're in all caps, you're yelling, but emotionless yelling.
Yeah. Robots.
That's just my boss.
Farshad, thank you for being here. You've shamed me out of my Apple addiction. We'll see you next time. Please come back soon.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's gonna fucking haunt me now.
So fun.
Oh, look at it. Like this?
Yeah, look at you.
French Quarter, baby. This guy has fun. This is how you know I have fun.
It's very funny that you're talking about how you only like the home button on your phone and you're wearing like a great uncle's t-shirt. That's huge uncle energy. Like, oh man, I went to Jazz Fest 9 years ago. Oh man, it was the best time. I had gumbo.
I like crayfish and gumbo. I like beignets. No, I had like a phase during pandemic where I actively bought used t-shirts on eBay. Like I just fell into a very specific hole, and I only bought like vintage t-shirts that specifically fit like my body. And so I looked for a very specific kind of search, and then this is like a random shirt that came up in that, and I was like, I like New Orleans, I like jazz. I'll wear this fun uncle shirt.
Now let me ask you: it's a vintage shirt. It's someone else has worn it. Do you feel like you have a lot of body, or not a lot of body doubles out there that you can maybe track down and really get the t-shirt to Woody Pipeline sorted
out? I mean, I'm honestly surprised every time I do find a shirt that fits me because I wear super slim. So like your traditional small or even extra small for most brands will still be big on me. So
wow, what a flex!
This is yes. This is I literally search like in eBay like the pit to pit inches measurement so that I know exactly how big it is. I mean this is I've crossed over into some other kind of weird like you know what I mean. There's like some subreddit that no one should ever go into. But that's
knowing your pit to pit measurement. That's something I have never even heard of.
Oh, dude,
look at that.
18 inches pit to pit. Tell your friends.
Wow. You have such a great wrestler player card someday.
18 inches. Finishing move, crying.
Yeah. Loves jazz, finishing move, crying. Please, welcome to the ring. Speaking of welcoming people to the ring, folks, this is Characters Welcome. Thank you for being here. If you'd like to support characters like the one you just saw, throw us some tips to our business Venmo account. It's the kind of money that keeps characters based on like very high-end technology flowing through these rectangles. Yes. Keeps our confetti budget high for our man Jorge on the backside. There he is. And when you put the money in, leave a comment. We will read the comment live on the show. Could be about anything. It could be your pitch pit measurements if you happen to know them.
I will also genuinely say, I think when this show first started happening, this might have been because it was like born out of pandemic, right? This might have been the first show where I actually got money from performing comedy, like of this new era that we're in where you get paid like a little bit from like doing shows. This might have been the first one where I was like, wait, someone just Venmo'd me like some money. And it was I will have to say, I was like quarantined in my apartment. I'm like, oh, this is actually making me feel good because it's the same thing that they say, like, this is why comedians should get paid, even if it's like not a lot of money. Like you feel like you are working and all this validation comes with it.
Yeah, 100%, because like especially on something like this where the validation, you don't get the laugh, the instant validation, you get some comments which are always fun. Shouts to all that. But to get there's something about money. You vote with your dollars. Something about money I like.
Look,
And
I
while
don't know,
we're
I
here,
mean,
shout out Carly Zeisler throwing out a $5 tip to the business Venmo for Justin staying up for the show. Thank you. That's true. This has been very hard. I spent a couple hours just sitting in my hotel room, and I didn't know what to do. That's why I turned on and watched Street Fighter, the movie.
yes.
Horrible. Horrible idea.
We were just talking about that. Who else is in that aside? Oh, it's Van Damme, obviously. Famously Van Damme and Raul Julia, right? Like, is there anyone else in that movie?
I didn't recognize anyone else as far as actors go, but the wardrobe looks like it was made from the curtains of the casting office where they pulled these like people from truly I don't know if they've ever been on a film set before.
Yeah.
Raul Julia, national treasure, like great actor, and he's in this goofy general's costume saying lines that are embarrassing if a child said them.
I think all their money was funneled into the Blanca makeup budget.
Yeah, because Blanca had full body Hulk makeup with just long orange hair. There it is.
Oh my God. Yes.
And look, that looks like a movie, but if you watched it, it looks like the second worst comedy sketch that you ever seen.
It looks like an SNL sketch. Like,
yeah, worse. SNL makes it up over the course of 1 week. These people had more than that, and they did not nail it. They did not nail it.
Also, rest in power, Raul Julia, one of the greatest.
Yeah, 100%. I'm sure he would love to be memorialized on the heels of a Street Fighter conversation.
Right. Well, also it's like there's this whole thing of like famous actors who their last movie, but like Orson Welles, I think his last movie was doing the voice of Unicron in the Transformers animated movie. I think that's true.
Yeah,
which is, what a way to go. What a way to go.
I mean, he sort of descended in his career. It's not like that wasn't a surprise ending for him. I don't think.
Right. That was an inevitable pit stop on his career decline.
But while we're talking about truly top tier acting, what do you say? You want to welcome out our next character?
Oh yes, I do. And this next guest, you may be familiar because you're looking at him right now, and it's not me.
Well, okay, I was going to say it could be a guessing game, but that sort of spoiled it. But that's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm bad at lying, so I'm very upfront when called out. All right, everybody, please put your hands together and welcome to the Rectangles, a pirate captain who just got caught fucking a manatee.
Woo!
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nicht mehr alleine tanzen.
Hello, lads. Y'all had an excellent shore leave, I trust. Nothing better than stepping onto the ship after a lusty afternoon making love to a human woman. Am I right? Let's get an ahoy. Ahoy, what's that? Oh, you saw me in the waves. Fucking a manatee, you say? What sharp eyes you have, especially for people suffering from, I want to say, serious scurvy. Okay, keeping tabs on old Captain Shortbeard. Time was a pirate could pop off and fuck a hole in the wall without catching any shit from the likes of you. Well, here's the thing. I wasn't copulating with a decidedly attractive manatee. No, I was just burying some treasure. Hi diddly dee, the pirate's life for me. Let's get an ahoy. Ahoy, what's that you said? You heard me. I shouting, fuck me, you beautiful sea cow. Okay, well, that's a clue. That's a clue to what I was up to. Well, real great ears you have, lads. You'd think with all those cannons banging off, it'd be a little harder to hear old Captain Shortbeard getting it on with basically a dolphin. Oh, okay. Here's what's up, lads. I wasn't playing old Johnny Hogleg with a manatee. 'Twas a maid. A mermaid. Never heard of it? Okay, well, she's a woman up top. Clamshell bra, all the stuff, pretty normal. And a fish bottom, like a manatee. I'll give you that, but it's tricky for sex, but it's cool because we just do a lot of kissing and some over the clamshell stuff. You know what I'm talking about, lads. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, if I was lying, would I be carving a mermaid to put on the front of our ship? And from now on, having us pour our sexual frustration into scouring the sea for mermaids and telling everyone about mermaids until it becomes an internationally talked about folklore? Well, I don't think I would do that. So from this day on, mermaids are real. Am I right? Can we get an ahoy? Ahoy! Ha! Really dodged a cannonball there, lads. Now, anchors away. If you need me, I'll be up in my quarters as usual, fucking a manatee. Ahoy!
Yay! Justin, I feel like I saw you squeeze the last bit of energy that you have in your body to bring this amazing captain to life.
Well, let me just say, over the course of doing that, I was like, I am yelling this character at 1:30 in the morning in a crowded hotel at the wall. So that made me try to be quiet and insane at the same time.
Right.
Which is a weird energy. It comes out in all different places, like your teeth and your ears.
Yeah. It is unhinged to like be like yelling, but also trying to be quiet while yelling, while also animating.
I know, it's stupid. Our lives are stupid, I will say that, but
yes,
it's fun.
Also, this white shirt, great wardrobe choice, because as you were doing it, I was like, oh, you are giving like Eric from Little Mermaid vibes with that shirt.
100%. And I gotta say, as a traveling man, yes, that's the that's the Eric from Little Mermaid that I was talking about. If you don't know Woody, that's a picture of Eric swimming, in air quotes, when he was on vacation recently, from the man who doesn't like to get in more than an inch of water.
I'm glad I see that photo. Wait, is this a new bit? Was that a new bit?
What?
Your manatee character.
My piece?
Yeah.
I had written this before, but I only ever did it once in the early digital days. But I had the shirt in my back because I wore this shirt in a normal human day, and was like, "Oh, that's a piratey. I'll dig up the old pirate." And it's actually sort of funny because Sarah has a character where she plays the wooden mermaid at the front of a ship, and these characters are sort of prequel and sequel to each other.
That's destined to intersect. They are the Rogue One and Star Wars. We want to like see where one ends and the other one begins at that exact moment. The handoff.
Are you catching that new Andor series? We don't have to talk about this.
I'm not, but I've seen a shit ton of trailers for it. Certainly.
Well, then you've basically done your job as a content consumer.
I get it. Yeah, I've seen enough to be like, I get it, and then do this to it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you've never watched any television. You've just sort of taken in the conversation.
Yeah, time is valuable. I'm like, I don't have time to watch a new Star Wars show when I could be rewatching episodes from season 3 of Succession.
Yeah, well, 100%. Are you someone that watches things or listens to podcasts on more than single speed?
I do, but I find that it actually is anxiety inducing because you have to pay attention twice as hard.
100%.
Right?
I think that is truly I feel like in our lives, we're going to look back on this time, and that is truly chaotic behavior to be listened to in something that we are seeking pleasure in, like a podcast you like or a show you're watching at double speed for the sake of saving yourself like 20 minutes.
It acknowledges that content debt, like content deficit, like the need to like catch up on all these shows or whatever is just like meaningless content consumption. It's just like get through the thing as quickly as possible is kind of what it acknowledges. You know what I mean? Like there's no pleasure in it.
But I just think it's also crazy that people are like proudly saying that. I'm like, if I did that, that would be a secret shame I had, and I would be insane for it. Yeah, it speeds up your brain. I think it's bad for your body. Maybe I'm starting a religion or cult of some sort based on it.
It fully makes me anxious. I like Like if I'm listening to a regular podcast, I'm like, okay, I'm doing my things, whatever. If it's twice the speed, I have to like stop and be like, I'm parsing every fucking word as they're saying it because I need to make sure I'm not gonna like slip. It feels like you might slip on a treadmill, you know what I mean, and then get like seriously hurt.
What a way to die. What a future Law and Order episode of he died on double podcast speed.
Yeah,
solve that mystery. Shout out in the comments to Raisin Delta. Is Eric the judgy shortbeard with his canon wife? Which reminds me, Eric also has a sort of straight over the barrel pirate character about a pirate that is in love with his canon.
Yes.
So we have like a weird sex pirate ship of fools situation here.
I'm smelling a half-hour stage show.
Yeah. What, are you ready to join the pirate crew?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but theater's back.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Theater's back.
Cool. I heard half back from Farshad.
People are willing to pay $20 for an improv show.
We've truly reached heaven. We've truly found paradise. $20 is a make 'em ups. I would challenge that price. But in the meantime, let's bring out another character. I'm very excited for this next one because, you know, we all hear, we're talking about content, we hear podcasts, we hear voices from, you know, the coasts, but we don't hear the everyday people, you know?
Yes. The just your average people who have average problems, not the extraordinary, the normal.
Yeah. Well, let's get a big swath of some of those ordinary problems. Please welcome out a farmer talking to his kids about his daily life.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Principal Victoria. Hello, kids. I'm Farmer Patrick. I'm here on behalf of the Allow 9-Year-Olds to Ask Anyone Anything program. And I'm so excited to answer any questions you have about what it means to be a farmer in modern day America. It's a lot different from what you might see on TV or in the cartoons. And it already looks like we have a nice queue going. So who's first? Great. Yeah, great question. My day begins when I wake up at around 4:15 a.m. and it is to the sound of a rooster saying cock-a-doodle-doo. However, that sound is a recording of a rooster that I have on my phone as the alarm clock noise. There are no real roosters on this farm because it is not financially efficient to allow any non-laying birds to live on the land longer than a day or two after hatching. Yes. Next question. Yeah, you got me. I do have a tractor. Yeah, every morning I log on to farmers.johndeere.com/admin-portal and make sure that the licenses for my tractor and my auto milk squeezatron haven't expired. While I'm online, I double check the international seed database to make sure I'm not accidentally scheduled to sow any seeds that have been patented by Bayer or Monsanto, which is a subsidiary of Bayer. Yeah, I see a hand up. Yes, what's your name? Well, Samuel, it's hard to say whether or not the animals get along. I try my best to spend as little time as possible looking them in the eye or even thinking about them as living creatures. I've seen too many of my fellow farmers' careers destroyed when they start developing a sense of pity for them. Let me tell you a little story from this morning. Coffee in hand, I sauntered on down to the abattoir blocks. I had to hose down blocks 3 and 4, which meant that coop intake conveyor tube had to be switched to the grain conduit beta. The birds were nice and relaxed headed into the pit, which is just a fun name we have for the sloped holding pen where chickens are each individually scanned by a camera. That camera is fed into a neural net AI, which identifies which chickens have physical abnormalities otherwise imperceptible to the human eye. The chickens are then relocated to the crushing house, which is a fun nickname we have for the room where the chickens are instantly and unequivocally crushed. But you don't have to worry, kids, because even though beak and bone, feather and viscera are all mangled into one dripping mass. The entire mixture is cleansed with a revitalizing chlorine bath before being sent out to the consumer market. Which, by the way, I apologize if you hear my stomach growling. I usually would have eaten lunch half an hour ago. Got a Cobb salad waiting for me back in the car. But no, Samuel, I'm afraid that old McDonald is nothing more than an EI schmo. That sound, the sound that chickens make, is much more similar to an unsettling crack and warble. Kind of a... Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, right. It's not good to get too connected to the birds. Yes, another question. Hell yeah, thanks for reminding me. I do get as much milk as I want, though believe me, that benefit gets old pretty quick. But I actually brought a couple dozen buckets of milk with me here. You can take a few and pass them around. I was going to drive down to the dumping trench after this, but I figured, heck, kids love milk and it's all the same to Uncle Sam anyways. So, another question. Yeah, it's true that fertilizer is made out of poop, but we make sure to wash everything before your mommy or daddy buys it. You crazy kids.
Yeah. Dan Hanf, everybody.
Oh my God.
Was awesome.
Oh
I love that
you.
piece.
I appreciate it.
I love a piece like that really like takes a truth and just like takes it up the flagpole. Super fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Very upset. The details, I think, were most upsetting to me.
Yeah.
Sorry?
The details what were most upsetting to me.
That's where the devil is. The devil's in those details.
That's where the devil is, on the farm. Got it.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to the comments. We got Jessica Stocker. I'm gonna marry that farmer.
That is a lovely comment from my lovely real life fiance who's tuning into the stream.
That is so sweet. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you saying she's just proposing to you right now here on the show?
No. We're getting married this April.
April, okay. On the show, you're getting married on the show on a Wednesday night at like
getting married. Yeah, on this show, we're getting married in character.
Yep.
It's gonna be
smart.
Should be a pretty fun time.
Do you have any farm background? Have you gone to farms? Did you grow up on a farm?
I didn't grow up on a farm. I've been to a farm. I have touched a cow.
Milked or just touched?
Just touched. No milking for me. I don't know. I have nothing against it, but it's just kind of like, I don't know. I'll get it out of the carton.
Yeah, that's true. You have a better source, you're saying.
I have a much better source. Yeah.
And you don't want to touch the teats because it's like just.
I got no problem touching the teats, to be honest. I don't want to. The thing is that I don't want to squeeze the teats. I don't want like.
It's an important distinction.
Yeah. I mean, I'll touch them all day long, but when it comes to squeeze, I feel like I need to get to know the cow. I want to know that the cow is comfortable with me. I want to know that the cow sees me as a calf, basically. And would therefore
interesting,
more comfortable.
So you're concerned about the cow feeling that it doesn't have the mother-child relationship that the milk is there for.
Right. Yeah. And I'm not saying that I want to like move in and take the place of the calf.
Right.
I got a job. Yeah. I have other shit that I have to do. But sometimes I read an article about how they're testing cows, like putting VR visors on them and just displaying a picture of like a big pasture in the hopes that it will calm them down and get them to produce. So I kind of want to do like the more hands-on, more object worky. Like I am the calf. I calm you down. I take the milk, and then I go home.
Oh my God, that's so.
Oh my God! Wait, this is crazy. We're matrixing cows. We're the bad guys from the Matrix to these cows.
Exactly. Yeah, and the bizarre thing is that we've decided to do this instead of actually improve life for anyone on Earth. We decided to just put VR visors on cows. So
the fucked up thing is, like, what if there's some sort of cow Neo that's going to take the pill and become, like, challenge us in our Mr. Anderson, whoever, are some sort of cow AI, and eventually come to our dancing city and take us down in our sweaters.
This may be a controversial thing to say on this show, but I stand with that cow Neo. I want them to be free. I don't want to be the Spider. I don't want to be the Agent Smith. Yeah. I would. Wow, the Kung Pao screenshot.
Wow, we've gotten somewhere, and thank you for courting controversy along with us, because that was an important conversation we had.
I have to stand up for the things I believe in.
100%. I'm glad we got there. Dan, do you have anything you'd like to plug? This was very fun. Both the character and truly talking to you has made me laugh a lot.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I have a protected Instagram account called @DanLeeSteele. So if you like what you see, go ahead and request to follow me. My feed is not
hacker bait. If you can crack his identity, you can get the follow.
My feed is not funny or interesting in any way. Other than that, you can catch me doing improv Fridays Tank on West 36th Street with the Armory. Awesome. And I don't know. Give me a call. I don't know. Nice. Get in touch somehow. I love hearing from people.
Great. That's really, I love that. And we'll have your phone number. We'll just put it up on the screen and tweet
that would
it out.
Be sure. Do you think I might talk to you about doing that? Actually, that could be fun. Maybe I should set up some Google Voice thing.
Yeah, set up a Google Voice. Come back with maybe a cow Neo type piece, and we'll get your phone number out there for people.
Yeah. Allowing and inviting the twisted freaks of the Characters Welcome community to call you directly is a big move.
Yeah, that's about you look scared. Woody looks legitimately frightened.
I've done it 4 times and I've regretted it all 4 times.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Even after exposing the horrific underpinnings of our agricultural society, I still have faith in people. So, let's do it.
In that way, that's beautiful. Well, thank you, Dan. We'll see you back here in April for your ceremony, and definitely get your phone number out there for the people.
Thank you very much.
Later. That was very fun.
That was great.
100%.
A lot of Justin Tyler-esque jokes in that one, like casual dropping of dumping trench.
Yeah. Don't you love terms? Making up funny terms. Combining, I get made fun of a lot by people I've written with for being like, "Hey, man, you can't have 4 adjectives in a row." And I'm like, "Oh, that's what writing is lining up words that don't normally work together."
4 is too much, my friend. 3 is you're pushing it. 4 is you're flying in the face of God.
I was writing a like a Black Ops type scene, like a SEAL team thing, and I was like, and then we'd go into the red eye hot zone drop, and John Gabris, my writing partner, was like, "What? What is that even? A red eye hot zone drop?" I was like, "Red eye because like overnight, and it's a hot zone, and then they're dropping in." And he was like, "I can't even understand you, and you're just explaining it."
Yeah, the explanation just raises more questions than it provides answers.
Exactly. About how my brain seems to work as a smashing together of a melange of words that we should be a little more careful with. Woody, you need to step away for a second.
I do need to step away. I'm going to do that right now, in fact.
Excellent. Great. Here I am alone. Jorge, how are you living out there?
I'm living pretty well. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm jet lagged. I'm gonna be jet lagged coming back. Do you face jet lag in your life? Is that something that you encounter?
I think every day of my life I am jet lagged, so like it doesn't matter if I'm on a plane in other time zones.
Interesting. You have like a life lag.
Yeah, I just lag behind. Just very incredible ping. 2 days ago, I woke up at 5 p.m. And that was normal.
Wait, at what, from the night to 5 p.m.?
Yeah, it was 12 to 13 hours of sleep.
Now, I see, if I lived that kind of life, I would be like, I would have to check the calendar and the date. I would be lost all the time.
I frequently do not know what day it is.
Wow, that's a wild ride.
I laugh through the pain. Speaking of the pain, though, I think we can end my pain now.
Oh, interesting. Are you about to set up our next character?
Oh my God, may I please?
Yeah, let's do this. I love it.
Okay.
Take the
Hold on.
pressure
I need to get everything else ready.
I've been asleep for 7 minutes.
You need to get on my sort of schedule, which is
I think I am.
Good night forever. Never wake up. This is not a dream. Anyway, speaking of a thing that isn't a dream but maybe is, none of that makes sense. Please welcome out to the rectangles other things the guy who yelled Mortal Kombat yelled before he yelled Mortal Kombat.
Bored old dumb rat! Recordable format! Your wool prom hat! Deplorable mom chat! Noah Baumbach! Morsel of gum snack! Normal tomcat! Immortal cum rat! It's a rat that comes and lives forever! Why do I yell? Hey, good question. If I really thought about it, I grew up in a big family. I had 7 other siblings. I'd get noticed only if I yelled real loudly. That behavior was rewarded. It defined me. Now my job is I yell for money. Let's connect on LinkedIn sometime. Adorable wombat.
My co-host Woody Foo right here, bringing us. That is, I haven't seen a character in a while that is more TikTok ready than that piece right there. That's a banger on TikTok.
That's a TikTok banger. We're just ready, just locked and loaded in the chamber.
Yeah.
There's a lot of yelling.
It is a lot of yelling, but it's beautiful yelling. It's all yelling, I would say. I got to see all 18 inches from pit to pit, which I thought
pit
was
to
great.
pit, full pit to pit. As I was doing that, I was like, it kind of requires you to be aware of Mortal Kombat and that original song, because otherwise it's just nonsense.
Yes, but that's fine. I buy it from the jump. And the wig, do you ever see that guy in the Mortal Kombat movie looking like that?
No. I mean,
so this is just your sort of interpretation based on the voice of what that dude. That's great.
In my mind, he's just a guy who's he like won the biggest Mortal Kombat fan contest, and like that's what he naturally looks like in the real world.
100%. It's also very funny to me that you were sort of lightly roasting me for using too many adjectives, and that's literally sort of what your piece was. You were like, "Oh yeah, that's stupid. Watch this."
But I never put 4 in a row, Justin. That's the key.
That's true. And honestly, I counted, and you're right. You are right.
I kept it 3 tops. 3 tops.
Yeah, I love it. You really have reached the human capacity, and I went way over the
line. Yeah. John Gabers is right. I agree with him. That what you wrote is insanity. What I wrote makes total sense to everybody.
Yes, the people agree. Lots of love out there in the comments. But Danny Bonanza says, "Hold on a second. This is just a series of words." And I got bad news for you, Danny Bonanza. That's what life is. It's just a series of words.
All characters.
Or great news.
Welcome. All just a series of words.
Yeah, the letters, really, if you get down to the micro. Were you a Mortal Kombat player?
I was. I was a Street Fighter 2 guy, and then when Mortal Kombat came around, I kind of transitioned it because it was another instance of your youth where you're familiar with something and then you see like the edgier version of it replace it. So like my first version of that was like Green Day being replaced by Good Charlotte, and I was like, "Ooh," you know what I mean? And you're like, "Oh, you're just Green Day, but faster and shittier," right? And like, or Blink-182. Sorry, not even Good Charlotte. Blink-182 did it. Same thing with this. I was like, "Oh, I like Street Fighter. I get it. And then Mortal Kombat's like, "What about if it's more twisted? Like, what if we like show blood?"
Well, I mean, there's no better illustration of like gateway drugs than the Street Fighter to Mortal Kombat pipeline, where it's like, "Oh, I love this fighting game. Oh, they can rip the spines out. Yeah. I want more of that right now."
And I don't know if you've seen like the newer, like Mortal Kombat like 55 or whatever they're releasing now, but like when you do the fatality, it like enters this like preloaded animation sequence where it's like extreme close up, like violent, like he rips the head out and then like it cuts to like an X-ray shot. So you see the skull, you see like the bones like crack and everything. It's like totally stupid, but it's like what the people have come to expect.
Well, and it was also maybe one of the first examples of jumping the shark that I saw in my real life when they did babalities. I was like, wait a second, that's not this. That's not part of this. It's the opposite.
Is anyone else noticing?
You guys see this? He's supposed to take his like head off and throw it around and say he turned him into a baby.
I don't know why you guys are clapping and cheering. This is nonsense. Supposed to rip his head off.
I mean, I had sort of a Larry David understanding as an 8-year-old about the world. Hey, you guys seen this?
Have you heard about this babality? I don't like stuff on me.
Not too much. Hey, you know what? Fine for you. Too much for me. Too much. Great stuff. Oh, this is the part of the show where we have some bad news.
Oh yes.
To say.
Bad news.
Oh, it's good news. Well, it's bad news and then just news, just like what's happening. We have one more character left. Very excited for that. After that character, comedy's over for the night. It's done. And I mean that especially here in London because everyone's already asleep. But yes, we have to say goodnight to the ticklers, the hee-haws, the ha-has, and the guffaws.
Very bad news.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Think of that crawl that says there's absolutely no comedy after this.
Yeah, we want people to know just what the stakes are, to really ramp up the energy. This is your chance to sort of have the Matrix 3 experience right now, you know, because everyone knew it was coming to an end until Matrix it came back.
Revolutions? What's 3?
It's either Revolutions or Revelations, right?
I think it's Revolutions.
And the second one was Revelations?
No, okay. Matrix Resurrections is a new one. That's we can rule that one out. There's Matrix Revolutions and then makes another one with the letter R. This is normally when Jorge would chime in with like just the screen grab of the thing and would be
the Mortal Kombat. That's really nice. A really great way to set up Jorge on demand, or someone in the comments who is the true Matrix fan.
Yeah, a Trix head. Matrix Revolutions. Yes. Okay, I was right. That's the second one, right? Third. Oh fuck. Wait, what's the second one?
Is it Revelations? Reloaded.
No. Oh right. Yes. Stupid. They went
great
the route and called it Reloaded.
Well, what's great about Reloaded is it's both the computer and the gun. They did it. They did the right.
I actually never thought about that until this very moment.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's how you know we've gotten somewhere. When someone walks away with a life-changing
thing. Yeah. It's leave it better than how you found it.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
What he changed. What he was changed after that day.
This changed by this much. It's true.
As someone who does a lights out Keanu, this is touching your work. Yeah.
Thank you. I think I'm actually going to do that bit on the next live show at the Union Hall show.
I think that's true.
I think that's, I forget when that is. It's in October, early October.
That was a great setup because the show is October 2nd, the first Sunday in October.
Are you going to be there?
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice. Are you doing a new bit or are you doing a Justin Tyler classic?
I'm doing a new one. I'm just starting the wheels of working on it now, and I think I have an idea I like. So we'll see.
Great. Don't do Keanu.
But come to that show. That's going to be a banger show. We've got a lot of great people coming through. This like Woody. This is a soft reveal here of Woody as one of our guests for the show, and we want to fill that Union Hall in Brooklyn. Please join us. We will be hanging out in a festive manner afterwards.
Mm-hmm. You'll see a bunch of people standing around with 3 tote bags overflowing with props.
Yeah, you know those Union Hall shows. You know Eric's got some like fucked up costume on the way. Like he spent a couple $100. He's not here because he's out earning more money.
Right.
Like, then
exactly.
Build like some like weird tree out of felt or something.
But that's not even a joke because he's already done a weird tree.
Yeah,
it's like that's the starting point. It's even higher beyond that.
Last Union Hall show, Bogbird was born.
Bogbird,
and that was a sad day for all humanity. Please put that on your calendar. Come out. But let's welcome out our last character of the night. Very excited for this.
Yes.
You know, medical care can be hard, and we're about to introduce you to someone who's at the top of the game. Please welcome out Dr. Elizabeth Gilly, the new Chief Medical Officer to the President.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schön.
Hi, this is Dr. Elizabeth Gilly, the new Chief Medical Officer to the President. Thank you for doing your part and getting your COVID-19 vaccines. And I am truly sorry that you still got COVID-19. It remains my job to keep everyone healthy and safe. In the wake of overturning of Roe v. Wade, the countless murders of people of color, and the slaughtering of innocent children in their own schools, we have developed a new vaccine to keep you, our citizens, safe. It's called Become a Gun. Become a Gun is a vaccine that turns you into a literal gun, because who in our country is safer than guns themselves? This is how it works. A full dose of Become a Gun mRNA vaccine triggers an artificial immune response in your system that tricks it into shedding your skin and replaces it with gunmetal. Next, the mRNA teaches your cells how to bend your bones into the shape of a gun while retaining all your mental and emotional faculties. Your insurance will cover the cost of your monthly bullet supply, which can be picked up at participating Walgreens. We also offer a lower dose of Become a Gun vaccine for children and white women. It's the same process, but for white women, it only turns your uterus into a gun. And for kids, it turns your trunk into a gun, leaving their little heads, arms, and legs intact. Now, I know what you're wondering. Will this hurt? No, the injection won't. But what happens right after will hurt a lot. Lots of blood and pain. But consider this, it hurts less than realizing that you don't matter, or enduring man-forced motherhood than watching your baby starve because of formula shortages, or being shot dead because someone doesn't like the color of your skin. Consider this, no group in these United States of America has seen their rights increase as fast as those of guns. They just keep getting more and more of them for no reason. Now, I know what you're wondering. Are there any long-term risks to this vaccine? No. There are only benefits. They include walking without fear, having autonomy over your own body, being able to shoot the shit, literally. Other benefits include living, breathing, walking to kindergarten without pooping your pants, a free government gift of college tuition, and sticking to your guns, literally. I know what you're thinking. Can't the government that I work for make abortion safe and available, or educate police, or enact safe gun laws, or restrict access to weapons? Nope, apparently not. So if you care about your rights and safety, please consider getting the Become a Gun vaccine. While we have definitely not become Dr. Oz, we just realized that this is the only way to be safe in America. So do what makes sense if you don't think about it too hard. Roll up your sleeve and become a gun. Thanks.
Yes. Oh, I was just saying how I love characters that really have a point and get after it, and that's literally what this was.
What point?
Wow. Okay. Quiz time. This is where are you coming at us from?
I'm from New York, but you are in my city. You are in London. I love London. Some of my favorite people are in London.
I'm assuming you mean me. Where in London? So you lived in London for a while?
I did, like, off and on, because my mother living there, and then my sister lives there, and just like my nephew lives there now. I have a nephew and a niece, and my closest friends are there, and yeah. So London is the place. How long are you going to be there for?
I came here on Saturday for a job. We've been shooting after we got a little delayed for the Queen's memorial service ceremony and all that. I was near tears. I will say, if that is meaningful. I was very, like, seeing people cry about that. I feel like as an American, we don't have that.
Yeah.
And I am in awe of that, and I truly celebrate and appreciate that. But I'm leaving tomorrow, I should say.
Okay. So,
but it's lovely here.
But jet lag, you were talking about jet lag?
Yeah. I'm about to have a big case of it. Yeah. Look, you're laughing at me,
No, but I feel like I don't, honestly, and this is going to sound so cocky, but I don't get jet lag.
Whoa. Do you have a trick?
Yeah, when you get, it's two different things. So when you get to London, there's one thing, and then when you get back to New York City, there's another thing. So when you get to London, what time did your flight land?
I landed at 8 p.m.
Oh, 8 p.m.
London time.
Okay, so that's actually kind of hard. Okay,
now we're talking.
That's really hard. That's
now we're
actually
talking
really
because
hard.
I feel like you were like, oh, how do I get over jet lag?
Yeah,
I'm strong.
And yeah, I was totally gonna really gonna show you that I was super strong, but actually that's really hard. I've never done that. I always ride in the morning, so that's actually really hard.
And then I'm flying back tomorrow. I leave at 6 and I land at 9. But the flight is,
you leave at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Yeah.
Okay, so that will be easier on you. You'll just wake up a little earlier in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough about me. Tell us about you. You've given me doctor advice. Your character is a doctor.
There you go.
But so you're in New York. What are you up to?
New York.
What have you been doing?
Just living on the West Side, the best side. Representing the West Side always, and just regretting that it's tomorrow, the first day of fall. I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
And the weather here has been, I don't know what it's like in London, but here, right, Woody, it's been beautiful, the weather, just gorgeous. So just enjoying the weather and just enjoying the last few hours of summer, really.
That's great. You got to get out there.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm cramming all of my summer items in a flurry before it starts changing over.
Yeah.
items. What do you mean by items?
Like all the things I want to do. So like I'm doing like a hawk walk with my girlfriend on Friday, which is like we're gonna go upstate, and like you basically pay to have like a hawk expert like put the glove on you, and then you call the hawk.
Wow.
The famous summer activity, a hawk.
Yeah.
I think there's a Beach Boys.
I was like,
there's a Beach Boys song about the hawk walk, right? Famously, Surfing Safari onto the hawk walk.
You go to the beach, you have a hot dog, celebrate the 4th of July, you go on a hawk walk.
Oh wow. Okay. That's really
That's
nice.
cool though. I think that's really fun.
That's really nice.
So you're gonna do the whole.
I don't really know what it entails. It's 3 hours, but I think it is like you walk and then the hawk like hovers, circles above you threateningly, maybe, and then like you call it to you, and then maybe like you can feed it or something. It's very unclear.
Okay.
Good luck.
That's great.
Yes, hopefully I will not be myself eaten by this hawk.
Yeah.
They just take tiny chunks of humans. Just be faster than why you're going up there with your partner and some sort of expert. The expert's probably going to beat you. It probably knows the hawks.
Yeah. No, I mean that's in terms of who's going to get eaten first. It's probably me.
Is it the hawks that like the bright jewelry that like swoop for jewelry? Is that the
maybe.
hawks?
That makes sense because that would be a way to like kind of trigger that response mechanism from them, I guess.
So maybe don't propose to your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't like, put the ring in the hawk's talons and then like have the hawk
take a finger. One of you loses a finger.
Yeah.
What a great wedding story, though.
Well, yeah.
Oh, that's
the summer. You gotta lose a finger to a hawk.
Wow, the king of summer, Woody Fu. Anything you'd like to plug before we let you go?
Oh yes, I would love to plug a show that I'm doing this Sunday. So Sunday at 7:30 at the Magnet Theater, and it's full of wonderful performers. And it's at 7:30 at the Magnet, New York City, 29th Street. It's gonna
what kind of show is it?
It's characters. It's like all characters. Yeah. So
what's the name of the show so people can look it up?
The name of the show is I'm pulling it up.
Yeah.
It's called Characters Welcome.
It's called Character Night.
Nice.
There you go. Sunday, September 25th at 7:30 at the Magnet Theater.
There it is.
Plug.
Great plug.
Really
We've got Jorge on the our graphics department bringing it home. That's awesome. Thank you for coming here. Please come back. Bring another character. And stay. Enjoy that summer. Squeeze it.
Milking it for what it has.
Milk it. Yeah, as we learned. Go on a hawk walk.
Go on a hot walk with no jewelry.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Thanks. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Later.
Bye.
Great. Hawk walk. Hashtag hawk walk.
I love that. Love that that's your number one summer activity. Folks, that's the show. Thank you for coming out tonight. We will be back here next week with another show that's similar but wildly different than this one. Please hit us up on the business Venmo. We will read the comments even in the off weeks in between. And Woody, thank you for joining me.
That's the show. I'm going to be in that show. That's my plug. October 2nd at Union Hall. Characters Welcome, a live show. It'll be really fun.
Come on out Sunday night. Jorge, get in here. Thanks for jumping up, getting that confetti going, and joining us to talk about your wild disbelief in the clock, the human clock.
I do not believe in it.
Great. We'll see you next week, gang. I am going to go to bed.
Yes, do it.
Tuck your tickaloos in also, Justin.
Yeah, tuck in your tickaloos, gang. And bed. I'm a tickaloo, and I'm going to bed. My bed's right there.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.